What's up, YouTube? This is my Blackwing deck, take 2, because I accidentally went over the limit for YouTube. So, I'm just going to go over this real quick because I don't really want to do it again. 3 Sirocco, 3 Shura, 3 Call 2 Bora, 2 Kaiku, 1 Gale, 1 Mistral, no Vayus, don't even talk about Vayus, I don't like Vayus, and I can't afford them either. Dark Arm, Caius, Blizzard, DD Warrior Lady. Controversial text, Kaiku. My common one's behind here because I know I'm gonna get flamed if I like a common one. My favorites. Let's see. These Kaikus. This is my favorite card, hands down. You swing into the Lumina, they can't Necro, and you remove their stuff so they can't. You remove 2 Lightsworn so that they can't JD free game. Mistral, my replacement for Vayu, you could say. I only tech 1 because if I get it in the hand, it's food for a lure, or it's an awesome set, and let them swing into it with their dare off or whatever. I don't care. Let them swing into it with whatever. Special summon it with Shura, because the effect hits when it's in the grave. Special summon Shura, sing for a Goyo, sing for a anything, pretty much. Any level 6. Armed Wing if you want. I don't really like Armed Wing though, and I'll go over that when I go over the extra deck with you guys. Or if you already have, or you could do this, and then play Call It from your hand if you already got it, then stick for Catastor, or Android. I don't have a Catastor on me. And Catastor makes an awesome shield. And it puts 2 darks. It usually puts 2 darks in your grave too, which helps with the dad food. Another thing that I like to do is these 3 techs work together. Generally, Kaiku is a little bit detached, but these techs especially, because you swing into their monster, sure it kills it, you special summon Mistral, then next turn, or if you haven't synced, or that turn if you hadn't normal summoned, you go Caius, and then it just messes up their whole rhythm. Blizzard, because you're running many targets, lots of targets, I don't know, 12, 14. That's right. No, 18 targets. Well, that's not right. I'm not even gonna do the math. It was 14 targets. And I did the math anyways. DD War related controversial attack. I want to replace it with DD Assailant, but it's a great top deck if you're about to lose. They have less than 1,000 life points. Let's say they have JD. They swing near DD Warrior Lady. Ooh, sucks for them, huh? Also, a lot of players don't want to swing into DD Warrior Lady, and gadget players want to wait for monster destruction, and that feeds your Caius. Don't even bother trying to get me to take out these Kaikus or side them. I love them. They're awesome in this deck. 2 Allures, 2 Book of Moons, 3 Whirlwinds, MST, Heavy, Brain Control, My Body. Draw Engine, Protect, the engine of the whole deck. Lets you flow from this to this to this to this to, or this or this or that at any time. This is probably the most amazing first turn when, well, your opponent goes first turn. This is probably the most amazing thing to open up with, like double Whirlwind and Sirocco, or double Sirocco even, if you're daring, you could say. MST because Blackwings are prone to back row, and My Body also because you're prone to back row, especially Mirror Force. Mirror Force generally kills your Blackwings. Brain Control for synchroing, swing for gain, getting stuff out of the way. There are a million things you can do with it. Icarus, because food. There's a ton of food here for Icarus. The only way I say 3 Icarus is ever dangerous is if you open up with 3. Other than that, there's nothing that can go wrong with having 3 Icarus. Because you can feed it with this, or just special summoning a Bora. And there's tons of ways to feed it, and it's an amazing card because it's 2 for 2, but generally if you put this in the graveyard, you can Blizzard it and bring it back. I want to upgrade this to Assailant, and probably end up siding it for another Blizzard, because I was borrowing a Blizzard, or 2 Blizzards, and so this was a side tack. I actually had 2 DD Warrior Ladies, but then right before the game right before the tourney started, Somebody's like, here, 2 blizzards. So I cited 1 out and put that in, which was helpful. I'm probably gonna set that up for a blizzard. Like I said, 2 bottomless trap hole because you're prone to JD, and Royal Oppressions because it is so easy to play around it with this build in particular. Because this build, aside from Synchro Summoning, Dark Armed, Blizzard gets around Royal Oppression with Whirlwind, and then Boris, and then sometimes Shura, but I mean it's not a big deal if they Oppression whatever you bring out Shura. This deck can easily play around Oppression. I used to have 3, but the only reason I don't have 3 is because they clogged my hand. I would draw 2 Oppressions first turn, and it was just like, what a waste. And then I'd end up drawing into the next one with the lures. So I took out the I sided the 3rd Oppression for, especially against Lightsworn. Lightsworn, I side in my Light Imprisoning Mirrors, my Oppression, and my Trap Holes, which I'll explain Trap Hole. Torrential Tribute because it's a staple, Call of Haunted because it's a staple. I'm a budget player, guys. Don't harass me about not having a Mirror Force. Mirror Force is overrated. It's great. Dark Armed, 5 stars for Dark Armed. I love Dark Armed. I just got that for 35, and I got my Armor Master for 30. Ooh, shiny. Let's see. I guess we'll go over the extra deck. I borrowed like 6 synchros, guys, including Catastor, Goyo, because mine's incoming, Red Dragon, Stardust, Thought Ruler. I borrowed a ton of stuff. Armor Master, first set Ultra. Android, Iron Chain. I only run it because it's a miscut. Other than that, there's really no reason for me to run this other than 2,500 beats. But there's better things to do with that. You can have a Gaia Knight. 2 Psychic Life Transfers. To be honest, I sided. These weren't in there. They're for me. They're 7-star, 2,400 beats. But they weren't in there. The only reason they're in there is because I'm lacking in synchro cards right now, because being a budget player does that. Ancient Fairy for 3,000 defense. Black Rose for 2,400 attack, and blowing up the field. No, it's just for blowing up the field. If I brought Black Rose out for attack, that'd be stupid. My only 8-star that I actually own is Colossal, so I have incoming Thought Ruler, Red Dragon. I need a Stardust. I need the Catastor that I was using, and a bunch of other stuff, pretty much. My less than 15 card side deck is, which I need to build on. I'm waiting for DD Assailants to come in, so that's why. Blackwing Blizzard, DD Warrior Lady, my Body as a Shield, Double Trap Holes. I signed these in against Gadgets and just about Gadgets. No. I saw these in against Gadgets, GBs, which you don't see a lot anymore, and Lightsworn. I kind of want to fit these into the main deck, but at the same time I feel it's not necessary. Because Lightsworn, it's Lumina plays and Gareth plays, but the only reason I don't feel it's necessary is because there's not enough room. If I'm going up against somebody, this is the best build to start with. And then I can side out cards that I don't need for these, which I would want to fit into the main deck. But I just don't feel like there's enough room in here for 2 trap holes. So, yeah. Oppression, because it clogged my hand. Fairy Winds, because it's an awesome last turn card. It's like, for me, I use it like Dark Strike, which is kind of odd sounding, but I use it like, I have my Oppressions, and I have a Call of Haunted, or I have Facebound, Book of Moon, and then I have like 2 Black Whirlwinds on the field. Last turn I just, oh well, that's more, I was just giving examples, but that's more than enough. I just set this, Fairy Wind, and then I use it to deal damage for game. Kind of sad, but it works. 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors, because my 3rd one isn't here. I despise Lightsworn. I hate them with a passion, so I have these. And that's my current extra deck. I'm trying to get some other cards, but I am lacking. Let me know what you guys think about this. Topped at Shane's if you've been there. Real fun deck. So, Check me out